Hey guys, Supernova1616 here. I'm playing Payday 2 in the background for you guys, so you have something to watch while we talk serious today. So today we're gonna be talking like I plan to do. I think for the rest of the series is just kind of let it come out of me, and that don't take that out of context. Just kind of let my thoughts run. And so I don't really know what to start with, but let me just say, to kind of help any of those people that might be watching that has some depression issues or family issues, just know that someone, somewhere, sometime loves you. And whether that be family, whether it be dogs, whether it be cats, whatever you get, whatever loves you the most, just remember, someone will always love you. And I think I'm going to try, though, for today's episode, to go from most tame to least tame. Oh, I'm forgetting how to play. What did I do? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I kind of forgot how to play the game there. But I think we should start off with bullying. You know, let's do bullying, or like, kind of like suicide. Like, if you're thinking of suicide, especially because you're being bullied, do not, because you think you have it worse than anyone else, and that's really not true. I know plenty of people have gone through exactly what you're going through now, and they turned out just fine. And then your next thing might be like, oh, I'm not as tough. Oh, I can almost guarantee you're a lot more tough than some of my friends that have been bullied. And so you really have no excuse to kill yourself. And if you think about it, you're doing nothing. You're not solving any problems. You're just giving the bully the satisfaction of what he wanted. And it's just crazy that people refuse to accept that when almost everyone knows that that's really actually kind of accurate. But, like, because if you think about it, for all we know, when you die, you feel that pain for the rest of your life, which, if you're going to kill yourself, I'm pretty sure I'd rather feel large amounts of pain from a bully and then have it go away, rather than having the pain of a bullet going into my skull for the rest of eternity. And like, just saying it sounds so brutal, because it is. Like, you're not, like, and it sounds so rude, but it's so true. You're not anything special because you killed yourself from bullying. There are plenty of people who be bullied every day, probably some of them worse than you, so. And then some will say, I'm also being abused. Yeah, there's plenty of people. So, I just don't understand. Like, the thought of suicide in my brain, physically and, like, mentally and emotionally kills me. Like, it's just a disease on this planet, and there's nothing. It's worse than Ebola, worse, I shouldn't say that, but, like, in my mind, it's worse than Ebola. Like, it's because eventually one day we'll probably find a way to either stop Ebola or at least help prevent it tremendously. Suicide, there's not going to be a whole lot we can do. If anything, it only gets worse from here. Which is tremendously sad to kind of think about, because science, this is real science, believe it or not. I actually did research with this a while back. The way, like, pollution works is it can actually mess with your brain and makes you feel depressed. And so think about it, the longer we live, the more pollution there is, the more depressed people get. And I just feel like if you want to end it so bad, do something that like at least gives you the right, like, cause I know, like I said, it sounds so mean. Pretty much me saying you don't have a right to kill yourself when, yeah, you do. But what good does it bring? If you can bring up one thing of good that it brings, I'd be tremendously surprised. And it just kills me, it kills fam, like, it just kills me to think about it, like, that. And then the thing that's just even more absolutely messed up is, like, people who force people to commit suicide. Like, that's a real thing. People have done that. People force people to drink something that kills them, or people have forced people to pick up a gun and put it to their own head and kill themselves. And it's like, what kind of sick SOB do you have to be to literally take a father of someone's kid and make him put his own tool of protection to his head and kill him? And it's like, even when you say it, they don't understand. They're like, what are you talking about? That's a bulldozer. And it's just like, how can you not understand? I don't understand how you don't understand. Like, and then I like how I picked this game for serious talk, because the next subject I kind of want to talk about is committing crimes. And I don't really mean like the high things like murder, like full-blown bank robbery, like I'm kind of doing now. But I mean mild crimes, because yeah, they don't seem bad at first, but just think they can only get worse. If you think you can start getting away with something as simple as vandalizing, you're going to start being like, oh, I can get away with slightly higher crimes, such as mild shoplifting. And when you start thinking you can get away with mild shoplifting, which I can almost guarantee you won't, you'll start thinking you can get away with something a little higher, like pretty major shoplifting. And then if you can actually somehow successfully get away with some pretty major shoplifting, then you just gotta you're gonna end up doing worse and worse things, which will eventually lead to murder or full-blown bank robbery. Calm down. Sorry about that. I kind of had a silent moment because I got a little stressful. But, and then that leads me to like these bigger crimes. I don't understand how anyone can live with themselves for doing these things, because honestly, if I did it, my guilt would probably eat me into pieces like a thick, juicy steak. Why did I say that? Now I'm super hungry. Anyway. And I'm gonna die.
Damn bank guards! Aren't we done with them yet?
And then thieves I can almost understand in some really like bad cases. Like when they're literally, if they do not do this, they are gonna die. And their families are gonna die, and everyone around them is gonna die unless they do it. In that case, I can sort of understand. But, like, doing it even when you have pretty good life, like me, I have a pretty good life. I'm not gonna lie. I have a pretty decent life. But I don't understand. Like, you're stealing from people that you could potentially end up ruining their lives just so you can make your life ever so slightly better than it already is. And as you can tell, it just makes me, even like to think about it makes me a little pissed, because it's just stupid and pointless. And how do chains get caught? Anyway. And then murder, especially murder to, like, a father. Like there was this story I read way back when, I don't even know how far, it could have been year 5, 10, I don't even know, of this dude who broke into this family's house and killed a man and robbed the entire house and left. But what they...
If you're out of cable ties, you can intimidate a law enforcer so that he cuffs himself. That serves as a hostage too.
But it turned out that that person that was murdered was a single father. Like, the mother was MIA. I don't think she even knew she had a daughter. She probably wouldn't have if she didn't give birth to her. Anyway. And so that daughter was, like, orphaned. Just because some garbage human being came in and was like, hey, I'm gonna stab you in the throat 72 times and steal everything you have just so my life can be ever so slightly better, and completely ruin yours and many others. Oh, that was scary. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but someone in the game said, "Get moving!" And I thought it was in my house, and I was like, oh, what was that? Oh no.
Shield down! Put your motherfucking hands up!
How am I gonna trade in a hostage if all my dudes are killing him?
The police are willing to do a hostage trade. You've got no hostage to trade, though. If you're out of cable ties, you can intimidate the law enforcer so that he cuffs himself. That serves as a hostage, too.
Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I'm getting real tense because this game is... And then it's also really bizarre kind of thinking that is how, like, kids can murder their own family. I don't think even if I wanted to, I could murder my own family, because for one, I know what they can do. I'd be too intimidated, because my family's pretty smart and they're pretty scary in general. Oh, was that a bulldozer? Uh-oh. Special unit.
Taser down! Bulldozer! It's a fucking bulldozer! The bulldozer's down!
And, like, and it just kind of reflects bad on your family past when you do stupid stuff like that. And then I think that's what I'm going to talk about next. Family past. And you'll hear a lot of stories of kids not getting their wish because their family believed that they should follow the family business, yada yada, this, that, BS, excuse. Yeah, because their family was like, oh, you should, yeah, if your family says that, respectfully go up to them and say, hey, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to do that. I want to do something like this. And your parents, if they're good people, or even have a bit of human in their soul, will probably be like, okay, we respect your decision, go ahead and do it. And then that brings me to the if they're not. If they're not, then let's go. Sorry, I'm getting so antsy, and it's probably bringing my serious tone down. If it's that scenario, literally, then leave. Not even kidding. I know people say never run away from your problems. In that case, that is a smart time to run away from your problems. Because if you stay there, your soul will literally melt, probably, like, and you'll just become as heartless as they are. And all you'll ever succeed in doing is making others' lives miserable. And it's so bizarre that people don't understand. Yeah, I can understand if they're like, hey, I want to be a YouTube star, because most YouTubers that live solely on YouTube, they just got lucky. PewDiePie got lucky because he was bilingual. Markiplier just so happened to be friends with him, so he got pretty lucky. Jacksepticeye just luckily got a shout out from PewDiePie. And these are all YouTubers I love and watch today. It's not that they're bad people, it's just they got lucky. And a lot of people just can't seem to understand that. And it's like, how? Like, how don't you understand simple knowledge? Holy mother of pearl. YouTube is not a career. YouTube is a thing to get money on the side, which is a small part of why I'm doing YouTube, is because I want to be lucky too. But knowing my luck, I'll probably at like my prime have 100,000 subs, if that. Like, and I like how I say that because knowing my luck now, I'm gonna end up with like 50,000 subs or 500,000 subscribers, or even a mil. And looking at this video and being like, yeah, I was an idiot. Because, truth be told, I am an idiot. And probably always will be, but that's a good chunk of what will probably get me my views. Shield, 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 shield. Go, 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 mama. Oh, no, 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 no. I swear, I saw someone in my room. That was scary. I don't know where the van is. Oh, where am I going? I'm supposed to be here, apparently. Oh! Run, poopity poop. Whoa! I'm sorry, that got too tense even for me. And yeah, at least what you can do to make your parents happy is for a short while, yeah, do what they want you to.
Let's blow a hole in this wall and run like sons of bitches.
And yeah, it's probably not going to be enjoyable, but then slowly start moving away from it until you, like, one day you can either sell the company, or if it's a company, or do what you can. But
We're on the right track.
Run! Don't look back!
Damn, more cops. To the left.
But yeah, if you're literally gonna be that miserable, talk about it. In worst case scenario, get away. Just run. Don't.
Make it. To the right.
I got this.
Straight on.
I'm gonna have to end the video here when I get it. But yeah, just think things over before you do them. That's all I can really say. Cause what, like, this is, and I know I've already had, or I had before I kind of got rid of the videos back then. Well, back when I was Brocake 1990. Yes, that was actually my name. I actually think I said it in my first video that I'll probably never delete. But I'm trying to remember. Back in those days, I actually had quite a few hate comments. And there was always that little voice in my head, and I'm pretty sure almost everyone has had that voice. And it kind of makes you just think, or it just says in your head, give up now, you're not going to be able to succeed in anything. So quit now while you still have some dignity. And I kind of had that, and then something snapped, and I was just like, no, I'm not giving up. I have dignity, and that's why I'm gonna keep doing this. And sure enough, the channel grew ever so slightly. I got better quality content. And it's just straight up relaxing, I guess I want to say, that I can actually get up in the morning, do my things, and if stuff goes down, if I have something to talk about, I can just talk to the people who actually bother to watch my videos, which, ignore that nasty voice crack. It just, I don't know, makes me feel good. Anyway, but I'll probably pick up this talk next time. But when the universe ends, a whole new Big Bang will happen, and that Big Bang will be full of new stars, and I'll see you new stars in the next one. Bye. Ooh, ignore the burp. Bye bye.